so what's happening, fam? LAL movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. Amazon Kindle. Create space. Why she loves thugs. Because, y'all, you know what? I'm just going to break this down to y'all. The dope boy, the street dude. The link will be to the book will be in the description box below. These are not the standard rule. You know what I'm saying? Just know that these things exist, okay? Because it's not the norm. But let's get into it. Because when people say, oh, he's the alpha male and blah, 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 shut your lying ass up. Well, here we go. Some of it is obligation. See, some of these quote-unquote college students who want to get their education and you wonder why they were dope boys. They like dope boys because some of these dope boys are paying for their education. See, some of these girls who wind up graduating and don't have student loan debt, sometimes their dope boy boyfriend, their bae, they boo, may be in them streets, but guess what he's doing with the money? He's paying her education with something. She ain't got to worry about tuition. Her family ain't even helping her with tuition. She had to get student loans. But this dope boy came along, guess what he did? Baby, I want you to do something with your life. You keep going to school, you know what I'm saying? You know, just keep it on the low, and I got you. So you wonder why some of these guys, and some of these girls love these guys so much. That's one of the reasons. You know, same thing with some of these startup businesses some of these ladies have. Why do they like these dope boys so much? Because some of these guys are the dude that gave them the money to start these businesses up. You know, some of y'all don't think about that. Some of y'all don't know that. Some of y'all probably never thought about that. I don't know. You know, some of these street guys, you know, when they say, you know, he protects me. You gotta understand, some of these guys actually did protect some of these girls. You know, some of these girls got messed up family lives, messed up families who do messed up things. And who didn't have a problem getting them out of those situations or could intimidate other family members? It's the street dudes. You know? So there's a bit of loyalty to that, you know, because of the sacrifices and the extent that some of these guys go to make sure some of these girls are okay. And I'm not, you know, do some of these same guys put these girls in hella danger? Absolutely. But sometimes some women, these guys are the lesser of two evils. Just got to deal with that, you know. Some of y'all just like, what? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You know. Another thing that people don't realize is some of these street guys, dope boys, you know, they've probably been put out by their families depending on how young they are when they got caught dealing drugs. And other families might take them in and they are paying bills in other families. You know, families that don't really got it together, no way. So he's there and he's in the streets or whatever. But why you think the lights on? Why you think the rent got paid? How you think the gas bill got paid? You know, maybe he can't have a place in his name because of, you know, his occupation. But he got enough money to pay for the place if you put your name on the lease, you know. And it gives you cushion to save your money. Because some of these girls have money saved up in savings and stuff like that and have a lot of money in the bank account. And some of these things come from these relationships with these dope boys, you know. So this is just part of the reason why they like thugs? Absolutely. You know, because in some ways, one hand washes the other. You know, and people don't want to admit that. People just don't want to admit that. You know, sometimes these guys are just taking advantage of bad situations. And sometimes they're not necessarily taking advantage of bad situations. They're actually people who help people get out of these bad situations. You know, another reason is, I mean, I don't think the rules are the same now. When I was younger, you know, certain gangsters and drug dealers, they'll whip your ass if you was out there trying to deal drugs and they knew that you had a better future than that. And though people didn't like their occupation, even the drug dealers knew they was doing wrong. Like, all criminals, when I was a kid, knew they was doing wrong. Drug dealers, pimps, hustlers, thieves, you know, jack boys, robbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the killers and all, everybody knew that they were doing wrong. But they also knew to tell kids, like, look, go in the park, play basketball. I heard about you. Yeah, you was a kid that did this and that. Keep doing that. Don't bring your ass in these streets. No, yeah, you might be poor. You might be suffering right now. Here's a couple $100. Get your ass whipped. Yeah. If I catch you in these streets, I'm going to whoop your ass. And, you know, that garnered them a lot of respect, you know, because they knew they were doing wrong, but they knew, you know, they didn't want other people they didn't want certain people in particular doing that wrong. And they never, sometimes to this day, they don't get enough credit for telling people that you don't need to be in these streets. It's not a good idea. You know, they knew it wasn't a good idea. You know, catching the charges, you know, catching the sentences, people stealing from you and crossing you and all that other stuff. You know, everybody not built to be a gangster. Everybody not built for that life. Everybody's not built to be a drug dealer. Everybody's not built to be in the streets because, you know, a lot of y'all, just because you put on a bunch of tattoos and you wear certain clothes or drive, you know, a certain type of car and put some tints on it, you just think you hard. Nah, you're not hard. You're going to get hurt. You know, that's why a lot of these young gangsters right now, you know, that's why y'all own Molly's and Percocets and y'all wind up, you know, addicts, because you haven't accepted the stress of the lifestyle because you wasn't built for it in the first place. But I digress. But because of what I was talking about before that was, you know, women love them for that principle that they had. You're dead wrong. You know you're dead wrong, but you don't want to drag nobody in. You're dead wrong. You're trying to push people out of that. You know. Another thing about it is, damn, I don't want to say this like this. Some of these dope, they like the dope boy because of the danger and excitement, and it's a turn on. Like, because girls like drama, the drama of the street life is a turn on. They're in the drama without actually being in the drama, so it's sexy. You know, you with the guy who gets shot at, but you don't necessarily have to be in a shootout. You know, you with the guy before he went to jail, you talk to him while he was in jail, and then you turn on when he gets out, and you want to give him something the minute he gets out the joint, because, you know, you down like that. And that type of emotional roller coaster, for some odd reason, ladies love it. You know, you hear it all the time. Chicks say they bored, and you're boring because you don't entertain me, excite me. Dope boys don't necessarily have to entertain and excite women, because the lifestyle itself of the uncertainty of it all, and all could just blow up at any given moment, is a turn on what's so by itself. So this is part of my explanation of why, she likes Bab. She likes thugs. That's all I got to say about that. Peace.